Welcome back. If you're looking for change, you've come to the right place. I am creating a movement that will change the economy and create the conditions that men, women, and children of every ethnicity need to experience prosperity and live in harmony. One of my most popular videos featured a woman talking about how she believes dating is messed up. There's a problem with the way we are dating and forming relationships with each other. And in her perspective, from her point of view, she shares how the men that she is dating have communicated to her that they're not where they want to be financially, so they don't feel confident exploring a long term relationship with her. I believe that this resonates with so many people because it's not just a man versus a woman thing. I believe that there are thousands, if not millions of people across our country who would want to start a family, who want to experience what it's like to take care of a family of four on just one salary. They want to buy that new car. They want to go on vacation. They want to live their version of the American dream. And unfortunately, the way our economy is set up, it is not allowing them to do it. So today I'm going to talk about the economy and what I'm going to do in order to fix it. Um, Before I get started, I want to share with you my thoughts on a recent viral event. Some of you all have already heard about what happened in Minneapolis. I'm not sure why that is so hard to say. It's Minneapolis. There was a lady, I'm not going to go into a lot of the details, but I'll share the link in the video. There's a lot of people out there talking about what they think happened and what the real problem is. Some people will say the problem is an individual problem. It's a problem that happened between the it is a problem that needs to be solved on the individual level. Other people will say, it's a problem with the system. It's a problem with an organization. The organization needs to change. The system needs to be fixed. There needs to be more training. Other people will say, there's a problem with society. If you look at the comments, there's a problem in our society. The nature and the temperature of our society is too hot. It needs to cool down. There's too much conflict. I have a fresh approach on this. From my perspective, this is a problem with our economy. It is a sign that there is something wrong in our economy. If you take a step back and you ask yourself, if a country with a strong economy that offers prosperity to everyone, if a country like that is is creating the conditions that lead to a strong economy, then why would a country like that feel the need to aggressively deport immigrants? A country with a strong economy is completing big development projects. They're building high-speed trains, they're building cities, they're building new homes, they're modernizing their infrastructure. They're a country with a strong economy is building new airports and installing new technology in different buildings. A country like that is inventing new technology and curing diseases. There's a lot of work that needs to get done when the economy is working well. And in a country where the economy works well, why would a country like that, that has a strong economy, that is not broken, that is offering prosperity to everyone, feel the need to deport immigrants? Wouldn't we need all the help that we could possibly get? When our companies are creating profits that exceed expectations, they're going to hire more employees. Shouldn't our companies be protesting and saying, we want to hold on to these immigrants because we need them to reach our goals? You know, changing the economy is a massive, it's a massive goal. It takes a lot of work. It takes resiliency. It's going to take great vision. And I think that's why, I don't think I know. I know that's why there are not many people who are even trying to do it. But it's exactly the reason why I believe I can do it. We work together. I know that there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. Now, we're a small channel, and over the last 2 weeks, we've doubled our subscribers, and now we're on the road to get to our first 2,000 subscribers. So we're a very small channel compared to where we're going to end up as the most popular channel on YouTube. And I know along the way, we're going to face some challenges. There's going to be some problems that we're going to have to solve. There's going to be some people out there, no doubt, that are going to say mean things and try to stop the movement that we're creating. For my supporters, I want you to defend this movement, defend me, just like I would defend you. Don't let anything stand in our way. The life that you're going to be able to live, the quality of life that you're going to experience, and the rewards that you're going to receive are much better than the rewards and the life that you're living right now. And all of the work, all the sacrifice, all the if we have to fight, all the fighting, all the battles we're going to have to fight are going to be worth it. If you see someone out there taking our content and using it in a way that damages our movement, I want you to defend it. I want you to speak up, say something about it. We cannot afford, you can already see what is happening in the world. We cannot afford to fail to change the economy so that it begins to work for everyone. A lot of times when you talk about the economy, I talk about the problems that I see in the economy, and it sounds like bad news, but I want to be clear to you. When I talk about the economy, I don't see it as bringing you bad news, because I see us creating an economy that works well for students. I see an economy that we can create that will provide students jobs that allow them to build strong and prosperous and exciting careers in strategic industries. I see us creating an economy that will allow them to buy new cars and new homes and purchase high quality healthcare and pay off their student loans in less than 5 years. I see us creating an economy where the students have and the workers, they have the ability to start a family and raise a family of four on just one salary. I see us creating an economy that allows you to retire by the time you're 40, so that you can retire from your day job and start a second career doing whatever it is that your heart desires. I see us creating an economy that will allow you to spend time raising and nurturing your children and passing your wisdom on to future generations. A lot of the problems that we see in society, they're not caused because this society or this generation is more messed up than the last. It's caused because we haven't invested in our children. We haven't invested in the future, in their education and their training. We know that parents provide the best education, the best influences to make a healthy and a well-adjusted adult. And it's unfortunate that in our economies, there are so many people who are spending so much time at the job, mothers and fathers, and single mothers and single fathers, that there's not enough time to spend with your children. And because our mothers and fathers are not able to spend enough time with their children, and the way our economy is set up, it's like a rat race. It keeps you engaged. Because that happens, then we have issues with what we see with the violence in our society. We have issues with people getting locked up and committing crimes, and we see people developing these horrible habits and giving themselves over to greed and selfishness. And essentially destroying all the fabric that keeps our society together. As we as I call attention to these things, and I can talk for days about how the economy is broken, and it is affecting not just society as a whole, not just our country, not just our companies, but all of us individually. We are all facing this and experiencing different problems, but they're all connected to the same issue. And that's what I intend to change with the economy. I have a clip to show you. In this next clip, um, I think you're going to find this useful. I think that the importance of this clip is it shows you that it's not just people who are struggling, who you anticipate to be struggling to provide for themselves. It's not just those people who are struggling to buy a home and buy a car and and live a lifestyle that we all expect to live, being Americans. It's not just the people who are working like the low end or the low paying jobs that are having an issue with retirement, being able to retire by the time you're 40. Let's watch this next clip, and then I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do as I create this movement. You can't just say, I'm going to create a movement that's going to change the economy and create the conditions that everyone needs in order to experience prosperity and live in harmony. You can't just say that without saying what you're going to do. So I'm going to give you some concrete steps on the next things I'm going to be working on.
I need to know why LA is so fucking hard to rent right now. I make $200,000 to $250,000 a year. I work my ass off. I have a 798 credit score. I just put my name in for an apartment house for $4,000 and I got denied. I wrote a cover letter. I got her phone number. We chatted. I told her my boyfriend's handy. I make more than enough money and my credit score is phenomenal. Why? I need to know. If there is anybody that could tell me why I keep getting rejected by these places where I have more than enough money to rent, I don't get it. It's so frustrating, and it like breaks my heart every single time. Every single time. I am literally almost started crying when I got the rejection email today. And I know that's so silly, but like, you know, I get excited. I start designing the house and it's so exciting and it's a new fresh start. I love, love, love moving. The 4 places that we have put our name in have not gotten. I'm so confused. I do not understand it.
You probably didn't need to watch a video to know that there is something wrong in our economy, and specifically that there is something wrong with the real estate market and with our housing. For many people, it's one of the reasons why affordability is a crisis in our country. All the money that they're spending on rent and paying a mortgage, there's not enough money left to go out and purchase things that would potentially stimulate the economy. And because of that, our economy is not growing as fast as it should. And since our economy is not growing as fast as it should, then the national debt and the interest payments that we're making on the national debt, they're weighing on the size of our economy. And so we can't find, as a nation, there's no money to modernize the infrastructure. There's no money to build new airports. There's no real money to create projects and to develop high-speed trains. There's no money to go out and just build massive real estate development projects. Not the bad type of projects, but I'm talking about like planned communities where you have community centers and you have places where third spaces where people can meet. There's no money for us to modernize the infrastructure that our companies need in order to compete with companies that are headquartered in other countries that have the benefit of more modern infrastructure that their states or their country has invested in. And with all that said, it's not enough to just talk about it. We have to actually start doing something about it. So the first step is to create our first and host our first in-person event. And since I'm from California, it makes sense for that first event to be right here in California. But our second event that I'm planning on hosting will be based on the number of supporters that we have in each state. Now, the purpose of the event is going to be to grow the movement. Um, the there's going to be entertainment, there's going to be speakers, there'll be merch, there'll be a demonstration that you're not going to want to miss. There's going to be sponsors and fundraisers. It's going to be massive. Starting out, we're going to be one of those events that grows, and we're going to continue to scale. The importance is to deliver a high quality experience for our supporters and those who are interested in seeing the economy change. At the event, we'll plan to open up our first office, and our office will coordinate support for local, state, and federal candidates that want to see change in the economy. Once we win every election in up and down the state of California and across the United States of America, we'll create policies that stimulate the economy, that strengthen our industries, that allow our companies to increase the profits that they're making and increase their market share, help them to compete better with companies that are headquartered in other countries. With that increased revenue and increased profits, it means that you'll get paid more and your wages will increase as compared to inflation. With that increased money, you'll be able to purchase more things that you need in order to enjoy a better quality of life. And eventually, you'll be able to live your dreams. Now, that's a lot of work that we're going to have to do. There's a lot of people who are going to win. Folks that are struggling right now are not going to have to struggle when we accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. Companies right now that are struggling, and those companies that are creating profits, it's going to be easier for you once we accomplish the things that we need to accomplish. It's going to be easier for you to create those profits that exceed expectations without having to cut costs in a manner that is inconsistent with growth. And as a country, it's going to be much better for us and for future generations. The legacy that we will leave for our children and our grandchildren, our great grandchildren, will be a legacy of freedom. And we're not just talking about physical freedom, we're also talking about financial freedom, freedom to get access to high quality healthcare and a high quality education, freedom to have a career that will allow you to take care of a family of four on just one salary. Now, I know today we talked a little bit about when we highlighted the real estate and the housing market, but if you're out there and you're listening and you're experiencing either struggles or you have an idea of how the economy can change, or maybe you're out there and you see a clip of someone talking about how the economy is affecting them and you want it to be highlighted on the channel, either drop it in the comments or reach out to me and let me know what what comes across your mind and what you would be inspired by changing in the economy. If you're looking for change, we're going to have to be resilient. But you've come to the right place. Together, as we build this channel and we keep making progress on creating this movement, we're going to create the economy that we need in order for all of us to live our dreams and to experience prosperity. And the more I speak, the more videos I put up, the more people I see watching, all of it, I see signs of all of it that things are changing. And my friends, when things change, oh, the glory that you're going to be able to experience. Oh, the joy. Oh, the honor. Oh, all of the things. You will be able to experience a life that is better than you can ever imagine. And that's why I'm doing this. I speak to so many people, and when I speak to them, I try to encourage them and motivate them and inspire them that life can be much better than what they expect it to be. All right. That's my message for you for today. I'll see you in the next video.